Baichung. Schweinsteiger. Long ball aimed for Robben, but first across to it was Said Rahim Nabi. Goes out for a throw-in for the Germans. That's a clever bit of work and could be the first goal. Indeed it is. The last touch coming in from Mario Gomez. And well, finally the persistence of Bayern Munich paying off, but the Indian defense will ask some questions of themselves that wasn't the most dangerous of balls, and it was just a little bit of laxity in defense which let them down there. Thomas Muller cutting it back in, and just a gentle touch from Mario Gomez. That's all it took. And that's what it takes for India to go down by 1 goal in the 14th minute in this particular match. So making their possession count for something as early as the first quarter of an hour. It will be an uphill task for the Indians from here on in. They haven't been able to function too well as a team thus far. Rafinha, Boateng, Baichung, Lam, back with Holger Baichung, the 22-year-old free kick specialist, considered one of the best left-sided defenders in the German game by many experts. Control that one. Coming good numbers, and no doubt a lot of that has to do with the fact that this is the farewell match for Baichung Bhutia. But it must be said, Delhi of late has been quite a happy hunting ground for the Indian team. They've always got some good support. Memorable victories at the Nehru Cups in 2007, 2009, the AFC Challenge Cup final victory in 2008. Of course, all of those matches, including the 2-all against UAE in the home leg of the pre-World Cup qualifying in 2011. All of them coming at the Ambedkar Stadium, but the Nehru Stadium also proving to be a happy hunting ground with the SAF Championship recently. Now possession for the Indians. It's Gaudamangi Singh, the 25-year-old from Manipur. Through on to Baichung. Mashum quickly realized that he was just running into a position where there were too many red shirts around him, and eventually giving the ball away. That'll be disappointing, because for once they had possession and looked like they were in a position to build on something. One man who will be disappointed at missing out today. A man expected to perhaps take over from Baichung in the years to come. Many congratulations, of course, to Sunil Chhetri. He is, of course, the AIFF Player of the Year for 2011. Had a very, very successful year. Started by scoring 2 goals in India's AFC Asian Cup campaign, thus becoming the first man since Inder Singh back in 1964 to do so. And finished it off by being the top goal scorer and the most valuable player of this SAF Championship. Now, Arjen Robben through here for Thomas Muller. He's got Gomez inside the box, but first to it was Gaudamangi Singh's chest, in a manner of speaking. Back with Bayern possession, just at the edge of the box. Schweinsteiger, Lam. Long range attempt coming in. Bit of a mini clearance picked up here in midfield. The Indians just looking to get that ball away. Baichung once again at the center of things. But this has been the problem. They've not been able to string together good enough sequence of passes in this match thus far. Now the edge of the box, once again a delightful ball. It's a chance for Thomas Muller, just toying with the Indian defense. Rafinha back with Muller, going in for a shot, but brilliant bit of defending from Rakesh Masi. getting his foot in when he needed to. Muller turns this one in, and Gautam Singh with a mini clearance, getting some support from his teammates. This is Sushil Singh lobbing this one up, hoping that one of his teammates can get across to it. The nearest, of course, was Baichung, but Baichung just looks at him as if to say that, mate, I'm 35 these days. You're expecting a little bit too much out of me. This is Thomas Muller. He's much younger. He's got some good legs on him. This time, a long-range attempt coming in from Timus Chuk. Eventually flying well over the bar, but showing his dangerous ability. The man who's been recently voted as the greatest Ukrainian player of all time. Quite a compliment considering that he comes from the same country as a certain Andrei Shevchenko. So into the 20th minute. Karanjit Singh has pulled off one good save but has been beaten once, and in a rather feeble way, a soft goal conceded by the Indians to Mario Gomez. That enables Bayern Munich to enjoy a 1-0 lead at the moment in this match. This is slipped through the Indian defense, once again caught napping. Another defense splitting pass, but unfortunately for Bayern this time around, Gomez wasn't quick enough to it. First to it was Karanjit Singh, the youngster from Punjab. This is a trade with Sangaonkar Sports Club, the defending champions of the I-League, of course. Basham looking to win this ball, fighting for it, scrapping for it, but the physical difference between the two teams is quite obvious in most of the shots that you can see on your screen. I'd reckon there's at least about 4 or 5 inches of difference between players on either side, and particularly the defenders and the attackers in the Bayern Munich side. Lahm is perhaps a little bit of an exception, but most of them well over 6 foot. Make no mistake, 2012 is a very, very important year for Indian football. In March, they play the next edition of the AFC Challenge Cup, which will enable, should they win, to qualify for the AFC Asian Cup in 2015. This time, the edition to be held in Australia. And the AFC Challenge Cup, of course, will be held in Nepal. And India have been placed in a very, very difficult group alongside Tajikistan, Philippines, and North Korea. So they'll have to be at their finest if they want to proceed further. They, of course, hosted the last edition in 2008 and went on to win that as well. Possession for the Indians, looking to build on something here. A couple of good passes. Rokas Lamare at the center of things. Baichung with a touch, turning this one back. First to it is Gautam. The Bavarians not unduly bothered about that. They have possession once again. Jerome Boateng. Rafinha. Intended for Baichung, and indeed had Boateng not got across to it, would have been an interesting situation, because there weren't too many defenders back there. Could have well led to a one-on-one situation between Baichung and the defense, but critical intervention coming in. Now this time Robben slicing this one up. Good bit of work from Basham. Zangi Basham, of course, now plays with East Bengal, but made his fame as one of the youngsters who came through the ranks at Churchill Brothers. Bhutia, as always, giving it everything he's got, and in the process getting a few knocks along the way. No questioning this man's commitment, whatever the situation, whether for club or for country. Can the the Indians get something out of this. The free kick comes in, but it wasn't a particularly purposeful one. In fact, possession has gone straight away to the Germans. Here comes Thomas Muller. Schweinsteiger. Rafinha, he's got Robben to the right, but chooses to go back with Schweinsteiger. Badstuber with a long ball aimed at Robben. Delightfully well controlled, but inside Rahim Nabu comes away with